Good morning. Welcome to Story Time with your host, Jeremy Tompkins. We are still in the series talking about your first time investment property. And I have a story from when I owned an investment property. I owned a fourplex and I had a vacant unit. I was actually out of town and I was having a friend of mine show the unit to a possible tenant. One of the big things, very important, there is a very important process when selecting tenants for your investment property for vacant units. It's said it's actually better to have a vacant unit than to put a bad tenant in your unit. Once you move somebody in and they're not a good fit for your building, it's very difficult to get somebody to move out, especially when they don't want to move out. So back to the story. I had my friend show this potential client, renter of the property. And this potential tenant sold my friend the sob story. Hey, I'm a single mom. I've got 3 kids. This is right next to my family. I really need this, all the way down. So my friend called me and he said, "Hey, Jeremy, I just showed your unit to this client, this possible tenant. I think they're a really good fit for it. I think you should do it." I said, "All right, cool. Can you start the actual lease application process and all that kind of stuff?" Long story short, the tenant moved into the property. After about 3 months, they stopped paying rent. They went radio silent. It was in the middle of winter. I could not get a hold of them. And so I posted a notice to basically pay or leave, a 30-day notice, no activity. In the state of Alaska, in the middle of winter, if there's no activity in and out of the property and there's potential that the building could get freeze damage if, say, they turn their heat off, we have to get in there and look and see what's going on. Essentially, the unit was completely trashed. So sad story, but at the end of the day, go through the process of screening tenants. And if you want more information about how to do that, I'd be happy to share that with you. Comment below more info and I'll send it your way. But moral of the story today is it's better to have a vacant unit than to put a bad tenant in a unit, because it's just going to be so much more headache. You're going to end up losing more money. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.